So this emerald by you is obtainable in all the stories. Yay! Although I do like that these emerald missions are actually pretty easy. If I do run out of things to say in these, I will actually just start skipping them though, to be honest, because I don't think you guys really want to see this again, assuming you watched my original LP. And if you didn't watch my original LP, I can't blame you. I watched it back not long ago. It wasn't as good as I remember it being when I first recorded it. I don't know. I'll just, if I need to in the future, I'll redo some of my older LPs, because certain LPs like my Mario 64 one and whatnot, I don't know, I think I could have done a better job with. Actually, all my early channel LPs I think I could have done a better job with, because I don't know, I wasn't exactly good at words. I wasn't as good at commentating back then, and it shows dreadfully. I mean, there's so much dead air between my talking. My talking's either quiet, or I'm not energized, or I'm not like, whoa, lippy, wee! You know, it's... Whoa, God, don't want to do that. Anyway, if you bounce off those things with stars, those are bumpers, I should explain. Those bumpers will bounce you backwards. You're gonna want to watch out for them for the most part, but there are some levels in the game that you're gonna require to jump into them and go, oh, look at me, I'm on a bumper, woo, and you get the gist. Anyway, we got the third Chaos Emerald fantastically, which is pretty good, all well and good. And I'm hoping my audio syncs up with the LP perfectly fine, because the last time I did a Megadrive LP, because this is being captured directly off my Megadrive, folks. Last time I did that, I had issues, and basically the issues got so bad that the LP actually didn't get released. So I'm really hoping this doesn't happen again, because I do want to show off the Knuckles portion of this game. Anyway, be sure, these are bubbles. Whenever you're underwater, be sure to get these whenever you can, because, especially if you're playing as Knuckles, you're gonna need it before you drown. That music is the drowning music, and it has haunted my childhood. In more games than one. When I say more games than one, I basically mean this, Sonic 2, and Sonic 1. All of them are classic games. You know those fish there, they are awkward as hell. If you get attached by one of those fish, shake left and right really quickly, that'll get them off you. It took me so long to learn how to get rid of those guys, because they are stressful to get rid of, I tell you. Oh, one thing I'm quite disappointed about though, Knuckles can't swim. Why am I disappointed at that? I don't know. Tails can swim, so I just assume Knuckles has the ability to glide. You can't necessarily really glide underwater because... I don't know, I just don't see it happening, so... I would have assumed he could swim, but nope, he cannot. Anyway, I was never the biggest fan of Sonic 3 and Knuckles when I was younger. I was always more of Sonic 2, and to this day I still think Sonic 2 is the best of the Sonic games. Oh, alright, now for this boss you basically need to spin dash the wall, up the wall as he arrives from one side to the other. Be sure to charge up a little bit and... yeah, just be careful. You need to be as quick as possible to try and hit him because he doesn't give you much room for error. The only problem is... this boss fight takes some time and takes some doing because, obviously, Knuckles has a nerfed jump for those of you who don't know. And what does a nerf jump mean? Well, he can't jump very high. He's horrible at jumping. He's slightly slower than Sonic as well, I believe, but I don't know. I never really noticed the speed all that much in these games. I mean, as much as people like to say, "Oh, fastest thing alive," these classic Sonic games have never been much for the running. You know, well, there've been loads of running. What the hell am I? They went so fast as they were free-flowing? I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, but you're gonna want to be extremely quick because there's a crushing wall attacking you. But don't worry. I guess Knuckles, you'll have less issues with. Actually, that health that one up there isn't available in Sonic 3 alone. Just thought I'd say. But Knuckles has an easier time with this than Sonic does because he doesn't need a spin dash to get through the walls, although I tend to like to anyway just because spin dashing is a bit faster. But when this Sonic or someone going through this level, you need to charge up your spin dash, and it'll give you a little bit of stopping. You'll have to stop for a split second just to do it. It's not really a big deal, though. I don't think anyone's ever gonna die at that section. Well, I did, but that's different. I was an idiot back when I was a wee lad. Anyway, those shark things, don't worry about. Now, those crabs that shoot out the shells, you know, hold on. No, go back, Knuckles. Those things, watch out for them. They will be a pain because they shoot out the shell, and the shell will pretty much always clip you. I mean, I've had bad luck with that Sonic thing, and I hate bad memories, like, especially with that one there, that exact one there. I usually spin dash as soon as I land, and because I usually do that, I tend to die a lot. Anyway, going back into this level, despite being a water level, isn't too slow or frustrating. It's no labyrinth zone, so it is very fun to get through. And plus, you get a run on water, which is all cool. Now, these pipe things are pretty much automated, but once you get to a certain pipe, you're going to want to hold left down, and I'll tell you why when we get there, because it's a nice way to get a hold of a Chaos Emerald that I actually didn't know existed back when I originally played the game. It's only one of the recent years of playing I really found that one out. But, of course, there's lots of secrets in this game. I don't know everything yet. Alright, by here, hold down the left button. And there you go. You instantly go into this room where you can just jump in here and get yourself another Chaos Emerald, son. Alright. And if you're wondering, yes, I am going for Hyper Knuckles, which is basically all 7 Chaos Emeralds and all 7 Super Emeralds, so all 14 of the Emeralds in the game. Now, will I be able to get it? Oh, I can't really promise anything, this LP's done live, but I can try, damn it, I can sure well try. Anyway, by here you want to be very careful to jump over these blue spheres because they can be very, 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 very awkward. Anyway, once we finish up Hydrocity Zone, Hydrocity, stop pronouncing it wrong, me. Once I finish up this zone, I'm gonna end up going to a video because I don't want the videos to be too long. And the only problem with a game like this, because it flows so well from level to level, I always tend to record more than I initially want to, because I like to split things up into about 10 or 15 minute parts, and I probably already failed that by now, especially with all these special stages. Let me have a quick look. 20 minutes, yeah, thought so. So this first part's probably going to be the longest part of the lot. Anyway, we got the 4th Chaos Emerald now, which is very nice, very well and good. Can't complain too much about this. And every 50,000 points you get, you'll get an extra life. As you can tell, I just got 51,000 points. And platforming across here is a little bit easier because of Knuckles' glide. I used to be such a pain to get up here when I was playing as Sonic. But nope, as Knuckles, you just glide across, no problem, no crosses included. You don't have to worry about anything. Now, be careful of these here spikes and be careful of these pillars. It's possible to get crushed, and if you get into the spikes then, well, to be honest, it hurts. Like that, and thank you, game. You just proved my point perfectly. All deaths in this LP are for a reason. See, I know what I'm doing. Anyway, let's just get back to that point. What the hell? Why does this only happen when I record? Alright. Where was I? And we're back, folks. Alright, sorry about that. I'm not gonna show you guys the entire level again. Don't be silly. I gotta edit out the boring parts. By boring parts, I mean things that has already been shown. Well, technically the whole game's been shown, but I digress. Anyway, we're gonna want to float up these fans here. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. There we go. Now, these sparks are going around my body, and as you can probably tell, you can hear music. This is an invincibility. Basically means you're invincible. Well, who'd have thunk that? Anyway, just keep moving across. I think we won't be too far off from the end of this level now. The level is probably going to be about 4 or 5 minutes long, I would assume. That seems to be the average time for most Sonic... Well, actually, most Sonic levels are about 3 minutes long. Unless you're counting Sonic Heroes, where... Yeah, I shouldn't even mention Sonic Heroes. I'll get into what my problems in that game when I do the LP. Anyway, enough of that. Let's just move up here. Now you're going to want to try and jump up and land on these spinning platforms here, which will lead you up here into this special ring. Now this special ring will, well, it's basically another special zone. Whoop-de-doo. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to split up the current recording into 10 minutes parts, because really, I'm gonna be frank, one of the main reasons I'm doing this LP is simply because it's an easy LP I can do in the spare time when... Basically, it's something simple to do, so I can... Basically, if I have no time, if I haven't got time to record more, edit more, I'll have this on backup at the very least, but chances are I'm probably going to release this tomorrow or something anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I say here, because... To be honest, I release videos at random. I just stockpile as many as I can once I record and edit them. Which is a good thing to do, by the way, if you're in the YouTube scene. Stockpile your videos, record tons, and get it all edited and ready for release before you do it. Because that way, if you have a day where you're just like, sick or you can't be bothered, you can just simply not bother. And that's the SheepNDane YouTubing tip of the week. Tune in next week for how to become viral. Because our channel is certainly viral, isn't it? No, it's not. But I can dream. I can dream. Anyway, with that, we got the 5th emerald, and we're pretty much almost done now with the recording session here. So, yeah, Knuckles got Chaos Emerald. Like I said earlier, 7 emeralds in the game. Once you get all 7, you unlock Super Knuckles, which is very annoying, to be honest. Because if you remember, with Super Sonic, you have to double tap the jump button to, well, to actually use him. It's even more annoying with Knuckles, because Knuckles, you have to actually use the jump attack. You know, you have to use this to get through levels, so it's very annoying. Anyway, you might remember this spot by here from Sonic's story. Basically, breakthrough. Kaboom. Ow! I bloody hate those things. But yeah, once you break through that wall, you... basically go into yet another Knuckles exclusive segment. Now, as with all Knuckles exclusive segments, you're going to want to make use of Knuckles' moves. You're going to want to get through the level. I mean, babdy-boopy. I think we're coming up to a very awesome section in a minute, though, not but there. Although you're going to want to glide across those spikes. Otherwise, I don't think you can really make it just by a normal jump. But speaking of gliding, see this? But you hear this long row of spikes? Yeah, don't even try to traverse it without doing this. You have to glide across and follow the trail of rings to get through to the other side, because otherwise, bye-bye Knucklehead. Now, by here's pretty much a harder version of the challenge we saw earlier with the, well, with these blocks where you can get crushed quite easily with them. It's extremely easy to get crushed and killed there, so be very careful. Anyway, Hydro City. Yes, I said it right this time. This is the boss fight. Now, unlike the Sonic boss, this is pretty much the same as Sonic's boss fight, except whenever he brings the giant whirlpool tornado thingy upwards, he doesn't duck down to get the water out of the ground, so it's no worries. You don't have to worry too much. But basically jump off the giant whirlpool to try and get a hit in. Obviously, it's harder to get a hit, but basically make use of his mind and jump off the explosion to, well, basically try and make your way across to him as much as possible. Or you could just miss, like me. Whichever way works. If you're good enough, you probably could have Super Knuckles by this point, but I can't tell you if it's possible or not, because I really don't even know. I don't know where the rings are for Knuckles. Like, I don't know it nearly as fluently as I know Sonic's story. And I missed! Oh, Alright, maybe this one? Oh, for God's sake. Ah, there we go. Boom. Ah, yes! Comboed! How do you like that? Anyway, with that, folks, we have completed Hydro City Zone Act 2. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, appreciate a like or comment to the video. And I'll catch you all next time, where we will tackle Marble Garden. So see you then. Bye!